Elon Musk royal family. Outraged. Prince chooses older woman over princess. Drama. In the palace halls where shadows linger, a prince walks slowly, his heart a captive of desire. He turns his gaze toward a woman older and wise. Her eyes hold stories of laughter and sorrow. Her voice a melody that dances through the chambers. The courtiers whisper behind silken curtains. A scandal grows like ivy upon the ancient walls. The royal blood courses through veins that ache. Yet no crown can command the heart to obey. He remembers the lessons of lineage and duty. The princess awaits with her jewels and silk. Her smile is measured and pale as the morning frost. Yet his thoughts drift to the warmth of her hands, the gentle curve of her laughter in the quiet night. He steals moments in the gardens where roses bloom, each petal a testament to forbidden longing. He breathes in the scent of her presence. The air trembles with a love unclaimed by rules. The royal family gathers in golden chambers. Their voices rise in storm against his choice. How could the heir of kings forsake tradition for the embrace of a woman beyond his years? Their anger is thunder and their words are chains. But in the prince's chest a flame has ignited. No decree, no command can dim the glow. He walks beneath the chandeliers like a man reborn, every heartbeat a drum of courage and defiance. In moonlit corridors he whispers her name. The night listens and the stars lean closer. She waits in the library where old books smell of time. Her hands cradle a cup of tea like sacred ritual. They speak in glances that carry entire conversations. The walls cannot hold their secret language, a dance of shadows in the silence of eternity. Every glance a promise, every touch a vow. They wander through hidden doors where echoes follow. The world outside may judge and condemn. The courtiers may clutch pearls and frown. But love does not bend to the weight of crowns. It blooms where it chooses without asking permission. The prince feels the pulse of something ancient and true, something that belongs neither to palace nor law. It belongs to moments stolen in the quiet dark. A brush of fingers, a lingering sigh, a heartbeat shared. In these stolen fragments, the world disappears. The princess waits in halls lined with gold, her patience a mask hiding disappointment and pride. She rehearses smiles that never reach her eyes. Her conversations are polite dances with no rhythm. She senses the distance growing like a river. Yet the prince cannot return his steps to comfort. He walks forward into uncertainty with a courage that terrifies even the proudest of his lineage. He chooses the warmth of a love older than himself. The older woman smiles when he appears at dusk. She does not ask questions. She does not scold. Her arms are open as if they always knew. She speaks in tones that soothe the tumult of his mind. Together they move through corridors of whispering portraits, past halls where history watches with silent eyes. Every heartbeat is a drum in the quiet rebellion. Prince choosing love over tradition, over fear. A story unfolding where no scribe dares to write. The palace walls do not crumble, but tremble. The royal family gathers like storm clouds in dismay. Their fury is a tide against his resolve. Yet in the prince's chest a fire burns steady, a fire no decree can extinguish, no title can contain. He walks beside her in gardens fragrant and secret. The roses bend as if bowing to the courage of hearts. He feels alive in ways gold and silver cannot provide. a love older than whispers, older than royal law. And so the night enfolds them like a gentle shroud. The world outside may rage and scorn, but here in shadowed corridors under silver moonlight, a prince finds the truth that crowns cannot grant, a love chosen freely, a bond unbroken. He walks beside her with a steady heart, every step a rebellion, every breath a promise. The palace may roar and the courtiers may murmur, but love has claimed its prince and its woman, and in their eyes shines a kingdom no one can take. The dawn breaks over gilded towers. Light spills across the marble floors. The prince rises with shadows of yesterday, his heart heavy with whispers of scandal. Yet in the quiet of morning she waits, by the window where sunlight drifts on her hair. He steps forward, and the world outside falls away. The palace, the courtiers, the rules of old, all dissolve into the space between them. They walk together through corridors lined with portraits, ancestors frozen in oils and frames, eyes following the defiance of a prince who dares. He feels their judgment but does not falter. Every step beside her is a vow unspoken, every glance a defiance against the weight of crowns. He touches her hand lightly and she smiles, not a smile of triumph but of quiet understanding. They share secrets in the hush of gilded halls. Meanwhile, the royal family gathers in turmoil. Voices rise like storms in chambers of gold. How can the heir choose a woman beyond years? A commoner in wisdom and grace. They debate in circles, their words like swords. Their fury grows with each passing hour. Yet the prince walks freely in his rebellion. He hears their anger but cannot hear their chains. For love is a force no lineage can control. In the gardens he finds her waiting among roses. Petals spill like a carpet at his feet. Her eyes reflect the early light, a calm that steadies the tempest in his soul. They speak in the silence that only lovers know, words unnecessary when hearts are aligned. A touch of fingers, a glance of understanding. The world's judgment fades into the distant wind. Every heartbeat a drum in the quiet revolution. At night they meet in hidden libraries. Books of old wisdom surround their secret world. She reads aloud passages of life and longing. He listens as if every word is a promise. The palace may shudder with scandal outside, but here, time bends to their shared moments. Every shadow in the candlelight a witness. Every whispered laugh a rebellion of its own. They learn each other in ways the world cannot see. A prince and the courtiers may scorn, but love is theirs beyond judgment and decree. Every step, every sigh, every touch a revolution. They walk together in a kingdom unseen. A prince and his chosen woman bound not by age, but by the eternal pulse of love chosen freely. The palace trembles with whispers of scandal. Every hallway echoes with hushed voices. Courtiers clutch their pearls and robes of silk. Their eyes search for proof of forbidden love. But the prince moves through golden halls undaunted, his steps steady, his heart tied to hers. Every glance between them defies the weight of law. Every touch a rebellion no decree can undo. In hidden gardens where the fountains sing, they meet beneath arches of ivy and moonlight. Her hand in his is warmth and strength. He learns her laughter and the rhythm of her breath. The world outside may rage and judge, but here they are sovereigns of stolen moments, Every whispered word is a treasure. Every smile a fortress against the storm. Together they claim a kingdom built of silence. The princess waits in her gilded chambers. Her eyes trace the contours of palace walls. Her jewelry sparkles but cannot fill the emptiness. She practices polite smiles and careful steps, yet she senses the divide growing ever wider. Her heart aches with longing she cannot express. She moves like a shadow among golden pillars, watching a love she cannot possess. Her patience wanes as the prince walks further from duty. The royal family gathers in fury and disbelief. Voices rise like thunder through the ornate halls. They demand explanations and obedience, the air thick with anger and expectation. But the prince does not falter. He feels the pulse of something ancient and true, a fire no crown can extinguish, no tradition contain. He stands tall among judgment and storm, his heart pledged to the woman who waits unseen. At night they wander through corridors of shadow, past tapestries and portraits of stern ancestors. Her eyes hold histories untold. His hand finds hers and the world dissolves. They speak without words in glances and gentle touches. Every heartbeat a declaration of love. Every stolen moment a victory over the chains of duty. The palace may frown its golden teeth, but their kingdom is built in the spaces unseen. A prince and a woman older than whispers of law. Rumors spread like wildfire among the halls. The courtiers murmur of scandal and betrayal. They question the prince's honor and lineage, but he hears only the rhythm of her heart. Every footstep together is a defiance, every glance a poem unspoken. The palace may threaten and decree, but love moves like a river untamed. It carves a path through stone and tradition. The older woman waits in quiet rooms of knowledge. Books and scrolls surround her as witnesses. She reads aloud passages of wisdom and courage. He listens as if each word is a lifeline. The night holds their secrets in its embrace. Every whispered laugh a rebellion. Every sigh a testament to courage. They move through corridors as shadows and light, building a world unseen. Woman older than whispers. The princess waits, her patience wearing thin. She walks through halls of cold gold. Her jewelry sparkles but does not comfort. She senses a distance growing between them. Her words polite, her smiles rehearsed. Yet in quiet moments her eyes betray sorrow, for she too has dreams that cannot be fulfilled. But he cannot return to comfort and duty. His heart belongs to the woman who has captured it. The prince feels the weight of history pressing, yet he embraces the freedom of his choice. Every step with her is an act of courage. Every glance a challenge to the rules of old. The courtiers murmur behind velvet curtains. The family gathers with fury and disbelief. But the prince does not waver. The woman beside him is strength and grace. Together they walk through the halls of judgment. In moonlit gardens they dance like shadows. The roses lean toward their gentle laughter. The air trembles with unspoken vows. Every heartbeat is a drum of defiance. They wander through hidden doors and secret paths. Every corridor a sanctuary from the world. Every glance a poem of desire and understanding. The palace may roar, but they do not falter. For love is a kingdom all its own. Rumors rise like smoke in the air. The kingdom whispers of a scandalous affair. Yet the prince does not hide nor apologize. He embraces the truth of his heart. The woman beside him smiles quietly. her hands warm, her eyes steady. They walk past the echoes of ancient law, past the halls of judgment and expectation. Every step a statement of freedom and choice. The royal family gathers once more, their fury a storm unrelenting. They speak of duty, lineage, tradition, but the prince hears only the rhythm of her heart. He feels the pulse of something timeless, a love not bound by age or decree. In her presence he discovers courage unknown. In her smile he finds a world untouched by law. Together they claim moments stolen from time. In the quiet of night, under stars uncounted, they sit by fountains where water dances in silver light. Her hand rests on his, steady and warm. He whispers words without needing words. The palace may rage, but they are untouchable here. The prince knows no crown can grant this freedom. The woman knows no jewel can contain it. Their hearts speak in language older than law. In every glance, every touch, every breath, the morning comes again with golden light. Yet their world remains their own. They move through corridors and gardens unseen. Every step a testament to courage and love. The prince feels alive in ways the throne cannot offer. The woman beside him radiates strength and wisdom. Together they carve a space outside expectation, a kingdom built of moments, whispers, and stolen laughter. The palace may frown, the family may storm, but their hearts are sovereign, untamed, and free. And so the story unfolds quietly in shadows. The prince who defied law and lineage. The woman who taught him the power of patience and grace. Every day a chapter, every glance a verse. The world may whisper, by golden walls, a kingdom defined by love and choice alone. The princess paces in her chambers of gold. Her reflection in mirrors offers no comfort. Her words are rehearsed smiles and polite conversation. Her heart aches in silent sorrow. She senses the prince slipping further away. Her patience wears thin as shadows lengthen. Every day a reminder of what she cannot have. Yet she cannot confront the truth directly. For the prince's heart is no longer hers to claim. The royal family conspires in hushed chambers. Their voices a tide of fury and expectation. They plan to separate what they cannot control, to impose duty and tradition upon freedom. But the prince moves through their schemes like wind. His love is a force that cannot be contained. Every step with her is courage against chains. Every heartbeat a declaration of defiance. They cannot see the fortress built between hearts, where law and lineage hold no sway. In moonlit gardens they wander again. The fountains dance with silver light. Her laughter mingles with the soft sound of water. His hand brushes hers and time pauses. The night is theirs. A kingdom of quiet rebellion. Every glance speaks volumes unspoken. Every stolen moment a victory over expectation. The world outside may scorn and judge, but within these walls of shadow and moonlight, they are sovereigns of love chosen freely. The courtiers whisper of exile and disgrace. The family plots with anger sharpened like knives. Yet the prince stands firm in the storm, every heartbeat tied to hers, every thought bound to courage and truth. He cannot return to a life of gilded obligation. He cannot forsake the woman who holds his heart. Every glance and touch confirms his choice. Every step a defiance against the ancient chains. In quiet libraries they meet as shadows. Books and candlelight witness their rebellion. She reads to him of love that transcends law. He listens and learns courage unknown to kings. Every whispered word a shield, every glance a sword. The palace may rage with fury and expectation, but their hearts are sovereign and untamed. They walk together in a kingdom of stolen moments. The dawn comes with golden light over towers, yet their love remains untouchable. Every step through corridors of marble and shadow is a declaration of courage and freedom. The prince feels alive in ways crowns cannot offer. The woman beside him radiates wisdom and strength. Together they carve a world outside expectation. Every smile, every sigh, every touch a rebellion. A kingdom of love no crown can grant. A prince and his chosen woman bound by choice alone. The palace trembles with the weight of anger. Golden halls echo with whispers of betrayal. The family gathers in secret chambers, their eyes sharp with fury and calculation. They plan to sever what cannot be controlled. The prince walks through marble corridors unaware, his heart tied to hers, unbroken and steadfast. Every step with her is defiance, every glance a rebellion against law and lineage. In hidden gardens beneath arches of ivy, they meet where